small 5-cent coin could tell the story of America's history, from Buffalo Plains to presidential legacies. Welcome back to Coins Heritage, where every coin has a story waiting to be uncovered. Today, we're diving into the world of U.S. 5-cent coins, also known as nickels, coins that have been part of American life since the 1800s, from the early shield nickels of the 1860s to the proud Buffalo nickels of the early 20th century, and the elegant Jefferson nickels that we still use today. Each design reflects a different chapter in U.S. history. These coins may seem small, but their stories are big, filled with art, innovation, and even wartime secrets. So grab your magnifying glass and join us as we explore the fascinating journey of America's 5-cent coins. Our first coin of this video is the 200 for D. Lewis and Clark 5-cent coin, also known as the piece metal nickel, part of the U.S. Mint Special Westward Journey nickel series. This coin doesn't just represent 5 cents, it represents the spirit of exploration that helped shape America. The 200 for D. Lewis and Clark nickel celebrates one of the most important journeys in U.S. history, the Lewis and Clark expedition, also known as the Corps of Discovery, commissioned by President Thomas Jefferson after the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. This expedition aimed to explore the vast new territory west of the Mississippi River and find a route to the Pacific Ocean. Meriwether Lewis and William Clark led a group of brave explorers who traveled thousands of miles through unknown lands, encountering Native American tribes, mapping rivers, and documenting plants and animals that were new to science. The journey changed America forever, and to centuries later, in 2004, the U.S. Mint decided to honor that history on the nation's 5-cent coin. Let's start with the design of this remarkable coin. On the obverse, or front, we see the familiar portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. This design has been on the nickel since 1938, showing Jefferson's left profile, calm, dignified, and wise. Around him are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2004 below the date. You'll see the mint mark D, which stands for the Denver Mint, but it's the reverse side of the coin that makes this issue truly special. Instead of the usual Monticello design, we see a striking image of a handshake, one hand representing the Lewis and Clark expedition, and the other symbolizing the Native American tribes they met along the way. Above the hands, there's a piece metal bearing the cross pipes and tomahawks, a sign of friendship and diplomacy. Surrounding this are the inscriptions "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and the denomination 5 cents. This design is known as the piece metal reverse, created by Norman E. Namath, and it beautifully represents the peaceful intentions of Lewis and Clark's mission. The handshake image echoes the real medals that Jefferson had made to give to Native American leaders as tokens of goodwill during the expedition, the 200 for D. Piece metal nickel is part of the Westward Journey nickel series, a program launched by the U.S. Mint to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition from 2004 to 2006. The series included several special designs: the piece metal, keelboat, bison, and ocean in view nickels, each highlighting a different stage of the expedition's journey in terms of composition. The coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters with a smooth edge, the standard specifications for all modern nickels. Now, let's talk mintage and value. The 200 for D nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, and more than 372 million of these coins were produced. That means it's not a rare coin in general circulation. You can still find them occasionally in your pocket change. However, for collectors, condition is everything. In circulated condition, the 200 for D. Lewis and Clark nickel is worth its face value of 5 cents. But in uncirculated or mint state condition, it can range from $1 to $3. And certified high-grade examples, such as MS-67 or MS-68, can be worth $25 to $50 or more, depending on their luster and strike. Qualities that are also special collector sets released by the U.S. Mint in 2004. That include both Philadelphia P and Denver D versions of the piece metal nickel in brilliant uncirculated or proof finishes. These sets are now popular among collectors of modern U.S. coins. What makes this coin truly special isn't just its value, it's the story it tells. The 2004 Lewis and Clark nickel reminds us of a time when America was a young nation driven by curiosity and courage. The handshake on the coin represents friendship, respect, and the spirit of discovery, ideals that continue to define the country's history. So, the next time you come across a 2040 Lewis and Clark 5-cent coin, take a closer look. It's not just a nickel. It's a tribute to explorers who ventured into the unknown and helped shape the nation we know today. Our second coin of today's video is the 2005p Bison 5-cent USA coin. One of the most popular and talked about nickels from the 2000s. It's part of the Westward Journey nickel series, a special set of coins released to honor the legendary Lewis and Clark expedition and the spirit of American exploration. But what really makes this coin stand out is that powerful image of a bison, symbolizing strength, history, and the untamed beauty of the American frontier. Let's step back in time to 2005. The U.S. Mint was continuing its Westward Journey nickel series, which started in 2004 to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition 1804 to 1806. The previous year gave us the piece metal and keelboat designs, and in 2005, two more unique nickels were introduced, the American Bison and the Ocean in View designs. The 2005p Bison nickel, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, quickly became one of the most famous coins in modern U.S. history. Let's take a closer look at its design and story on the obverse. Or front, the coin features a brand new portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, designed by artist Joe Fitzgerald. This version shows Jefferson facing right, in a bold and more lifelike view than the traditional profile used since 1938. The word liberty is written in Jefferson's own handwriting style, taken directly from an original document he signed. The inscriptions include "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2005, along with the P Mint mark for Philadelphia. But the reverse of this coin is where the magic happens. Designed by Jamie Frankie, it showcases a magnificent American bison, also known as a buffalo, standing proudly on the plains. Above it are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum." And below it reads 5 cents, "This design pays." Tribute to the wildlife that Lewis and Clark encountered during their journey across the American West. The bison also connects to an earlier U.S. classic, a buffalo nickel of 19131938, making this coin a beautiful modern echo of a timeless design. The 2005p Bison nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, with a smooth edge, just like all nickels since 1866 now. Here's where things get interesting. This coin became famous not just for its design, but for a minting era that captured the attention of collectors everywhere. Known as the speared bison era, this rare variety shows a deep-dyed gouge that appears as a spear-like line running through the bison's back or side. There's a striking visual error caused by damage to the coin die, and only a limited number were released into circulation, while a normal 2005p Bison nickel is worth around 5 to 25 cents in circulated condition. The speared bison era can sell for hundreds to even thousands of dollars, depending on condition. In top mint state grades, some have sold for over $1,000. Aside from the famous era, many collectors still seek out pristine examples of this coin for its beauty and historical connection. In uncirculated or mint state condition, a regular 2005p Bison nickel can be worth $1 to $3, and coins with full luster and strong detail might fetch $10 or more. The total mintage for the 2005p Bison nickel was huge, around 448 million coins, making it widely available. However, because of its unique design and era varieties, it remains one of the most collectible modern nickels in the series. Beyond its value, this coin is rich in meaning. The bison represents not only the wildlife encountered during the Lewis and Clark expedition, but also the resilience of nature and the heritage of the Great Plains. It's a reminder of America's frontier history and the connection between humans, exploration, and the natural world. That's all. When you find a 2005p Bison nickel, don't just see it as pocket change. See it as a tribute to adventure, a coin that bridges the past and the present. From Jefferson's bold portrait to the proud bison on the reverse, every detail tells a story of strength, discovery, and American pride. Our third coin of today's video is the 2005D Ocean and View 5-cent USA coin, a piece that celebrates one of America's greatest adventures, the Lewis and Clark expedition. This coin isn't just a nickel. It's a tribute to exploration, discovery, and the determination that helped shape the nation. The 2005D Ocean and View nickel was issued as part of the Westward Journey nickel series. Launched by the U.S. Mint to honor the 200th anniversary of the Lewis and Clark expedition from 1804 to 1806, this journey, commissioned by President Thomas Jefferson, aimed to explore the vast lands acquired in the Louisiana Purchase and to find a passage to the Pacific Ocean on the obverse side. The coin features a striking new portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Joe Fitzgerald. This design marked a major change, as Jefferson now faces forward for the first time on the nickel, creating a more realistic and human look. The inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2005 are displayed. Along with the D Mint mark signifying the Denver Mint, the reverse of the coin is where its magic truly shines. It depicts a stunning view of the Pacific coastline, the breathtaking moment when the Lewis and Clark expedition finally reached the ocean in 1805 after years of challenges and exploration. Above the coastline are the famous words from William Clark's journal, "Ocean in View." Oh, the joy! A phrase filled with excitement and relief after such a long journey. The design also includes United States of America, e pluribus unum, and 5 cents. The 2005D Ocean in View nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Over 411 million of these coins were struck at the Denver Mint, making it common in circulation, but still a favorite among collectors for its historical design, not in terms of value. Circulated examples are generally worth 5 cents, but uncirculated ones can sell for 25 cents to $2 depending on condition. Exceptional examples graded MS67 or higher may be valued between $20 and $50 rare. Mid-errors, like off-center strikes or double dies, can fetch even more from passionate collectors. This coin represents much more than a moment in numismatic history. It symbolizes the courage and determination of explorers who ventured into the unknown. The Ocean in View design captures the spirit of discovery, a reminder of America's endless drive to explore, learn, and push forward so. The 2005D Ocean in View 5-cent coin is not just pocket change. It's a small but powerful reminder of one of the greatest journeys in American history. Our fourth coin of today's video is the 2004 Louisiana Purchase 5-cent USA coin, a special piece that celebrates one of the most significant moments in American history, the Louisiana Purchase of 1803. This coin isn't just a simple nickel. It's a tribute to the expansion of the United States and the bold vision of exploration that defined the early 19th century. The 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel is part of the Westward Journey nickel series, launched by the U.S. Mint to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the Lewis and Clark expedition and the country's westward expansion. This series brought fresh designs to the Jefferson nickel, connecting America's coinage to its spirit of exploration and growth. On the obverse, the coin features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, who played a crucial role in the Louisiana Purchase. His forward-thinking decision to buy this vast territory from France doubled the size of the nation and opened the door to westward exploration. The inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," 2004, and the P Mint mark for the Philadelphia Mint are displayed clearly on the side. The reverse design is what truly sets this coin apart. Created by artist Norman E. Namath, it features a detailed depiction of 2 hands shaking, one representing the United States and the other representing France, symbolizing the